2024 iPad mini from Apple, unveiling the rumors. The buzz is building around the launch of Apple's 7th generation iPad mini this year, as per various sources. Dive in to discover what the grapevine suggests about Apple's compact tablet. The iPad mini that's currently in the market made its debut in September 2021, boasting an 8.3-inch display, a USB-C port, a Touch ID power button, and a 15 Bionic chip, 5G compatibility on cellular models, a 12-megapixel rear camera, and support for the second-generation Apple Pencil, among other features. Display changes. One rumor suggests that the 7th generation iPad mini will undergo a screen assembly rotation to mitigate the jelly scrolling issue that some users have reported with the current model in portrait mode. This term describes a noticeable effect when scrolling vertically through text-based content, like a web page or document, where each line of text seems to lean towards the left of the screen as it moves. This effect gives the impression that one side of the display is reacting faster than the other when scrolling. While Apple maintains that this is standard behavior for LCD iPads, user feedback indicates that it can be more pronounced and distracting on the smaller screen of the iPad mini. Apple is reportedly planning to rotate the screen assembly to lessen the jelly scrolling effect in portrait mode, though it's unclear if this will simply shift the issue to landscape mode. Internal enhancements. The 7th generation iPad mini is anticipated to receive a speed boost with a faster chip, possibly the A17 Pro or an A17 variant. If Apple opts for the A17 chip, it will bring the iPad mini up to speed with the iPhone 15 Pro models. The tablet is also expected to support Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3, the latest standards that Apple has been incorporating into its recent product updates. These features are already available on the latest iPad Pro, iPhone 15 Pro models, and most new Macs. Camera improvements. The iPad mini is set to receive upgraded front and rear cameras this year. The current iPad mini features the same cameras as all current iPad models, a 12-megapixel rear camera with an f1, 8 aperture, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide front-facing camera with an f2, 4 aperture. Given that over 850 days have passed since the release of the current iPad mini, it's almost certain that the 7th generation model will include upgraded cameras. Fresh colors. According to one rumor, the new iPad mini will be available in new color options. The current iPad mini comes in space gray, starlight, pink, and purple. While there's no specific information on the new colors that Apple might introduce, it's possible that the company could draw inspiration from its standard iPhone 15 models, which are available in black, blue, green, yellow, and pink. What's not expected yet? 120 Hz promotion. One leaker with alleged supply chain sources has claimed that the new 7th generation iPad mini will not feature a 120 Hz promotion display. The idea of Apple potentially adopting promotion for a future iPad mini started gaining traction when the jelly scrolling issue was identified shortly after the release of the iPad mini 6 in September 2021. OLED display on the horizon. Apple, having introduced OLED technology to the iPad Pro this year, is speculated to extend OLED displays to the iPad mini in the future. However, this might not happen for a few more years. Separate reports suggest that an iPad mini with an OLED display could make its debut in 2026. Apple seems to be taking a cautious approach towards integrating the advanced display technology into its mid-range tablets. The company is likely to gauge the market's reaction to the first iPad Pro models featuring OLED displays, which are slated for launch as early as March 2024. The future is foldable. Apple is rumored to be developing a foldable device, approximately 7 to 8 inches in size, that could potentially replace the current 8.3-inch iPad mini. Samsung Display and LG Display have reportedly been sending 7-inch and 8-inch foldable panel samples to Apple since last year. However, Apple is believed to be considering a launch timeframe for the device between 2026 and 2027. Launch date. Apple is planning to refresh its entire iPad lineup in 2024, as per a November report by Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. While the iPad Pro and iPad Air models are expected to hit the market as early as March, the release of the 7th generation iPad mini might be delayed. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo recently stated that the iPad mini 7 is last on Apple's 2024 iPad production roadmap, following a delay in its Q1 mass production plans to the second half of the year.